Hey everybody, welcome back to Dave's Fit Life, day 22. No, excuse me, of course, big mistake right at the top. Episode 22, day 107, right? Yeah, episode 22, day 107. I am here in Manhattan Beach, Brooklyn, New York. Obviously you can see my sunglasses on, so it's a beautiful sunny day. I am actually here. Behind me you see the building of Kingsborough, one of the buildings of the beautiful community college, one of my earliest failures in my life. Kingsborough Community College, one of the top 4 community colleges in the United States of America. And one of the beauties about Kingsborough, I don't know if you can see this behind me, is that one of their advertising slogans was, you can study at the beach. Look at that, they actually have a beach here. That's the cafeteria where I did most of my networking and studying and all that other stuff here. But anyway, that's the beach, and is the Hudson Bay or the Jamaica Bay. Actually, I'll walk you to the Jamaica Bay. But anyways, that's it. I just wanted to introduce you to episode 22, day 107. Today is the 19th of December, and the time is now about 3 o'clock or so. I really have to get going because of the traffic. I'm going home today on a Wednesday. Normally I've been staying till Friday, but Fridays there's going to be a big rainstorm, and also I'm a little under the weather. I've been under the weather since my father was under the weather a week ago, one Wednesday ago, 7 days. He came into the nursing home, the rehab center, all sick. Not all sick, but sick enough. He made me sick on Friday. By the time Friday came around, I was sick. And then I went home. I had a horrible weekend, my only 2 days off. And then I came back here Monday, and I was sick. And I think we both made my mother a little sick, which is not good when you're 81 and you're recovering from a stroke. To make a stroke recover sick, we don't want to do that. Anyway, I'm going to try to walk as fast as I can, at the same time give you an update, because there's something I want to show you. I don't know if we're going to make it in time, and of course YouTube doesn't have a pause button, and the sun is in the camera's lens. That's not usually good for videography, right? All right, so I'll try to, yeah, there you go. How about that? It still looks like I'm backlit. Let me take my sunglasses off. Yeah, it probably doesn't look as bad as I think. Anyway, so you get a nice beautiful sunset behind me, backlighting me, and if I'm dark, whatever. And you get the beautiful ocean. I could walk backwards. Oh yeah, see? But then that's dangerous, and I'm not gonna make any time, because I want to show you something. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Oh, so quickly, Sonia, my mom, is recovering from the stroke. She's doing much better. I want to thank everybody for your support. Well, not everybody. Those of you who asked. I'm only kidding. Those of you who have asked, Sonia is doing much better. Like I said, 1 grain of sand at a time. She's doing better, and it's a lot of work getting her to be better. It's really a lot of me cheerleading. Dad is there every day. Every day he's here like 8 hours a day, helping his wife recover. The nursing staff here is fantastic. Menorah Rehab in Manhattan Beach. Everybody is really chipping in. So it's just a lot of work. And plus now I've become, I guess, what they call an ombudsman, where I'm doing the bills, and I'm helping my dad apply for Medicaid, and I'm making phone calls to insurance companies, and it's just a lot of work. I'm a one-man recovery machine. And I'm not bragging, I'm just trying to share with you, for those of you who have aging parents, to prepare you for what's about to come. Some of you have already been involved in it, but yeah, there's a lot of work involved in this whole recovery process. It's not just the physical aspect. Of course, there's speech therapy and there's occupational therapy, which is all coming along. And if you're going to ask me, how does a deaf person do speech therapy? Well, it's your basic swallowing, which is basic for you and I. For my mother, swallowing is very difficult, but she is up to now, she's on a tube feed, but she is up to now, even with the tube feed, 12, I think it's teaspoons, maybe tablespoons of blueberry and mango peach flavored applesauce. So she's doing well. And for you, a lot of you are probably going, really, 12 tablespoons or teaspoons of applesauce? That's a big deal? Yeah, for my mother, that's a big deal, because when she first came out of the stroke, I don't know if you come out of a stroke, but you know what I mean. They told us only a small teaspoon of water, maybe 2 or 3. Otherwise, if I give it too much, she'll aspirate. And if she aspirates, I guess she could die. And that's a bad thing. We don't want that. We want her to be totally alive throughout the whole recovery process. I think that's really key. Have I mentioned that? All right, so I'm almost to the point here, to the peninsula, to the very, very tip of Manhattan Beach, Brooklyn, New York. And I'm going to show you a couple of things here that we've kind of seen before, and something we haven't seen before. All right, so behind me, that looks like that's sort of a lighthouse. That's a building, that's a Kingsborough Community College building. And there's a light on top, I think. So that's kind of like a lighthouse, okay? And back there is marine. I'm very obsessed with the bridges and the barges. I'm probably standing right in front of it. Where is the Marine Park Bridge? It's probably bigger in my eyes, but smaller in your eyes. Anyway, somewhere out there is the Marine Park Bridge. And that takes you to Queens. All right, so I'm gonna keep on walking because something happened here the other day. Hopefully by the time I finish telling you the story, we'll be at the spot which I am calling the scene of the slime. So I'm walking around this peninsula, right? I'm walking around this whole thing, right? And ow, my left leg hurts a lot. I've had this weird pain in my left leg. Anyway, so I'm walking around this whole thing, right? You can see the water. You can see the whole walkway behind. See that whole thing? Okay, so I was walking here the other day when I was first doing episode 22 last Friday. By the way, this is like take 6. And right now we're 6 minutes and counting. And I'm very excited because the other day I did 5 of these Dave's Fit Life, and the camera kept on shutting off. I learned something, I think, about my iPhone. You can't do a Dave's Fit Life at 30% power or 40% power, something like that. You really have to be fully charged because I think the phone kind of goes into low power mode when it gets to a certain percentage. All right, so here's the final story of the day that I can remember. I'll try to tell you 2 stories, but I'll try to make this video 10 minutes or less. 10 minutes less, Dave's Fit Life. So I'm walking here last week. I'm just walking here. Some of you know who've been following, I did 24 miles last week. Last week I walked in 4 days, 24 miles, like 5 miles, 8 miles, 7 miles. But by the time I left, I had totaled up 24 miles of walking. Anyway, so I was walking here, just minding my own business, having a good pace, enjoying myself. And on my left-hand side, from the sky, I heard a thud on the ground. Something dropped out of the sky and landed on the ground. And it scared the bejesus out of me. It scared the poopy out of me, which really, at the age of 55, in my health condition at this point, is not really all that impossible for me to poop my pants because I get scared. So what happened was I got nervous and I looked down and it was like a clamshell, like a fully formed, not a seashell, like a half. It was like a shell, a full shell, because it went thud when it landed. Seconds after it crashed to the ground from the sky, a seagull came and picked it up and flew away with it. And I was like, wow, that seagull dropped the clamshell, and then I realized its mistake, and said, well, I'm going to pick this thing up and go somewhere, because inside this shell is food. I swear to God, I wish it would happen right now as I'm recording. About 10 seconds later, either the same one or a different one fell to the ground and made that thud noise. And then a seagull came right after and picked it up. Oh, yeah, good. This is good timing. So, ow, oh, my leg. Oh, it really hurts. So, turns out that that's what these seagulls do. So here's a seashell. See how it's like, I'm not a marine biologist, but that's the inside of it. And that's the, I just took off my earplugs. Wait, we can't have that, because then the sound will be iffy. Watch, I just made the sound better, right? 9 minutes and 9 seconds. Good, it's not cutting off on me. All right, so here's the seashell, all right? Now, if I go quiet, you're gonna hear this, but this is gonna sound hollow. This fell from the sky and it sounded full, but I'm gonna drop this. Let's see if you can listen. Ready? Go. Did you hear that? Well, that's an empty seashell. So it turns out the seagulls, what they do is they drop it, crack it open, and then they eat the sea urchin, the tender victual that's in there. And that's how they feed themselves. All right, there you go. So that's the Jamaica Bay, I think. It's the lower Hudson Bay or Jamaica Bay. I can't see the Marine Park Bridge. There it is. That's it. That's the Marine Park Bridge. And that's it, 10 minutes. so happy. I can't believe that I was actually able to come back to the scene of the slime. That's what I would be calling this video if I didn't call it episode 22, day 107 or whatever I said. The scene of, the scene of the slime. Oh, my leg hurts really bad. Anyway, yeah, I gotta go see it. Oh, actually the moon is out too. Can you see the moon? Where is it? Can you guys see it? I can't see it with my glasses on. I shouldn't be doing these videos with my glasses on. Somewhere out there is the moon. I hope you can see it. It's kind of cool in the daytime. I always like moons in the daytime. All right, guys, that's it. I have another story to tell about Kingsborough Community College, but all you need to know is when I was 18, I attended here and I dropped out of community college. In less than 3 months, I knew that I wasn't cut out for community college, and I dropped out, and that's when I joined the Navy. And a couple years later, I found out I wasn't cut out for the Navy, and I dropped out of that too. Yeah, I really had a bad start. So it was a little cathartic walking around here in the hallways, seeing these young kids studying and doing things and hanging out and walking to the bus and just having a good old life at the age of 18, 19, 20. It made me feel a little bit bad. It made me feel sad. I wish that I had done better. I wish I'd done my homework. I wish I'd studied. I wish I applied myself with my studies and with my work here on the radio station. I would have had a different life. Oh, by the way, that's Sheepshead Bay over there. That's, yeah, my father lives over there somewhere behind those buildings. It was cathartic to walk through the hallways. Ow, wow, that really hurts. Ooh, I gotta look at that. I gotta go see a doctor or something like that. Really a lot of, like electrical pain, like really sharp electrical pain. I'm gonna take a little nap here. Anyway, I gotta get going. The traffic's gonna get really bad. I'm really appreciating that you guys are tuning in to Dave's Fit Life. We're up to 72 subscribers. I'm obviously about 30 subscribers behind on my goal of 1 a day. I haven't been as active in promoting the YouTube channel as much as I probably should or could be. So that's why I always come to you for help. Please repost. Always, play this on your walls, on your Facebook walls. I have like 1,000 friends supposedly, and my 1,000 friends all have 1,000 friends each. I think that comes out to about 1 million people. Maybe 10,000, maybe 100,000, but whatever it is, if you all could repost my videos and put a nice little ditty, and although I notice on Facebook, people don't seem to respond to that, maybe you could direct message them. Maybe I can hire you all to be my publicist. What do I have to do? What's a good incentive program that I could come up with to get everybody to help me publicize Dave's Fit Life? I think I'm giving you good, interesting content. Although now at 12 and a half minutes, it's a little bit longer than it was, and less enjoyable than it was at 10 minutes. All right, anyway. So, I didn't sleep in the Fit, Dave's Fit Life. I did not sleep in the Fit this week. I was on a cot, but I am driving the Fit home. Fitness, I didn't do any fitness this week. I'm recovering from snotting green, a lot of snotting green this week. What did I fit into my life? Well, I came down and I visited my mom and dad. My dad and I we paid all these bills. I'm an ombudsman now. Is that what that is? I know Linda knows. Linda always is great to respond. Am I an ombudsman? Whatever I am, caretaker, I'm all things. I'm a cheerleader, physical therapist, occupational therapist. I'm a son. I'm all things. But it's my pleasure. It's helping my mom get better. I wish I could stay. I wish the United States of America had this medical plan where I could just stay until my mother is home and off the feeding tube and walking. That would be great. I could sit here and cheerleader. Anyway, that's it. So I fit that into my life. I helped Dad out a lot and all that stuff. So, all right. So from the peninsula of Manhattan Beach, from Kingsborough Community College, from wherever it is that I am in my life, fitting in these things in my life, I say hello and goodbye. Thank you folks for watching and tuning in and engage me in conversation here on the YouTube channel. I really greatly appreciate it. I'll answer all your questions. I leave nobody hanging. All right, guys, thanks, man. And in sign language, I give you this. That means I love you. That means I love you. See, you just learned something. I love you. All right, bye. Bye. Take care. 14 minutes. Good. Bye.